15 Common Traits of a Narcissist. By the editorial staff of UnderstandNarcissism.com. Recognizing narcissistic traits. Narcissism can take many forms, from overt grandiosity to subtle manipulation. While not everyone with a narcissistic trait has Narcissistic Personality Disorder, or NPD, certain behaviors are commonly associated with narcissism, especially when they're persistent and impactful in relationships. We'll cover 15 common narcissistic traits that many narcissists exhibit, offering insight into the attitudes and actions that can disrupt relationships. For instance, a constant need for admiration can lead to one-sided conversations, and a lack of empathy can make the other person feel unheard and unimportant. Exhibiting grandiosity and self-importance. Narcissists often see themselves as superior, unique, or more important than others. They may boast about their achievements, exaggerate their talents, or expect special treatment because they believe they are exceptional. A constant need for admiration. A defining characteristic of narcissists is their craving for admiration and validation. They may continuously seek praise and compliments to maintain their fragile self-esteem, and they can feel slighted if they're not the center of attention. A lack of empathy. Narcissists struggle to understand or appreciate the feelings and needs of others. This lack of empathy makes their relationships one-sided, as they focus on their needs and often disregard or dismiss the emotions of those around them. Entitlement. Feeling entitled to special treatment is a hallmark of narcissism. Narcissists often expect others to go out of their way to accommodate them, believing they deserve privileges that others do not. Manipulative behavior. Narcissists frequently use manipulation to maintain control or get what they want. Common tactics include gaslighting, guilt-tripping, and playing the victim. This manipulation can leave others feeling confused or questioning their reality. Arrogance and superiority. Many narcissists believe they're better than others and may treat people with arrogance or disdain. This sense of superiority can manifest as condescension, dismissiveness, or a need to one-up others. Envy and resentment. Narcissists often feel envious of others' success, happiness, or admiration. At the same time, they may assume that others envy them, even when this isn't the case. This combination of envy and resentment can lead to a toxic relationship dynamic. Inconsistent or unpredictable behavior. Narcissists may switch between warmth and coldness or shift moods unexpectedly to maintain control. This inconsistency keeps others off balance and more likely to conform to the narcissist's expectations as they try to avoid triggering adverse reactions. Exploitative nature. Narcissists often see relationships as transactional and may exploit others for their benefit. They might view people as tools for achieving their goals rather than individuals with their needs and aspirations. Intolerance of criticism. Even mild criticism or feedback can be perceived as an attack by a narcissist. They often react defensively, deny wrongdoing, or shift the blame onto others to protect their self-image. Poor boundaries. Narcissists struggle to respect boundaries, whether emotional, personal, or physical. They may impose their needs on others without regard for consent, or invade people's privacy, expecting others always to be available. Idealization and devaluation. Narcissists may initially idealize others, showering them with praise or admiration. However, when the other person no longer serves their needs, the narcissist may abruptly devalue them, sometimes using harsh criticism or cutting them off altogether. Playing the victim. Narcissists often portray themselves as the victim, even when they've caused harm. They may exaggerate slights or claim mistreatment to gain sympathy and manipulate others into supporting them. Attention-seeking. Narcissists thrive on attention and may go to great lengths to be noticed, whether through boasting, causing drama, or exaggerating their accomplishments. They may feel ignored or undervalued when they're not the focal point. Dependency on narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply refers to the admiration, validation, or attention that fuels the narcissist's self-worth. It's like the emotional fuel that keeps their self-esteem engine running. Narcissists often depend on others to provide this supply, which they need to maintain their sense of self and security. Recognizing these narcissistic traits and protecting yourself. While some of these narcissistic traits may appear occasionally in anyone, narcissists display them consistently, often creating challenging dynamics in relationships. Recognizing these narcissistic traits early on, such as during the initial stages of a relationship, can help you set healthy boundaries and avoid getting drawn into manipulative or toxic interactions. The information provided in this article is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional advice. We are not licensed clinicians, mental health professionals, lawyers, or legal advisors. For any concerns regarding mental health or personal situations, please seek advice from a qualified professional. For more details, please read our full disclaimer.